everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be having some fun with this beautiful album that was sent to me by Rosie Studio. It's a super cute 6x6 album with a soft blue cover and all those beautiful gold foiled hearts. I am going to use the new Work of Heart collection that was also sent to me. It's absolutely gorgeous, super arty and crafty, beautiful bright colors, lots of amazing images. So much fun. So I decided to use this collection in particular to document all the art and craft projects that me and my little family got up to during the first quarantine. Now, this is a really tough thing to document for a lot of people, and for me, I just find that focusing on the positive things that came out of that time is the only way that I can do it. So I chose to focus on the creative part of that time period for us. So what I have here is a piece of sticker paper. So it's the backing of a sheet of stickers, and I just kept that because it's going to be the perfect thing for me to lay out all my sticky bits and pieces without adhering them straight to the front of the album. So everything that I put on here that's sticky, like the puffies and the chipboard, will all peel off this sticker paper really easily. So I'm just going through. I knew I wanted to use that creative puffy title because it is a nice bold orange. It's really going to pop against that blue cover, and it just sums up the theme of the album perfectly. Starting to have a look at the die cuts here. There are a lot, so I always keep the little reference card that comes with the die cuts because it definitely comes in handy. As you can see, I'm using it now. I spotted that there is a little frame in there. I really did want to use one of the 3x4 journal cards, but I felt like they were just going to be a little bit too large for the front of the album and they were going to overwhelm. So I passed on that and decided on this little spotty frame. I'm also going to use that cute little pink tag. I'm just playing around now with placement. It just gives my title a little place to sit. I pulled out some twine to thread through my tag. I was initially just going to loop it through, so I've just cut a short bit, but I did decide to go ahead and cut a longer piece so I could tie a little bow. And this twine is a really pretty white with a silver kind of threaded throughout, so it does make it a little tricky to thread, but I got there in the end. I'm just going to tie that in a tiny little bow, just finesse those loops until I get them how I want them. I am going to leave those ends a little bit longer than I really want them just for now because I'm not quite sure how long I will end up leaving them. So you can always take more off, but you can't add it once you've cut it off. So that's pretty much how I want to have it. So now I'm just going to stick my title down to those die cuts so that they don't move around too much. But obviously everything is still quite temporary at this point. So I want to have my kind of subtitle just below, so I'm just using those little black and white puffies to give an idea of how much space I need to leave. I'm just going to put the number 20 for 2020 and the little apostrophe. I would have put the whole year, but there is only one set of numbers in those glitter alphas, so this works just as well. And then I will spell out quarantine with those little black and white alphas. Obviously I wanted that to be not as obvious because I don't want to highlight, the whole quarantine thing, but that will be my subtitle, so that is just going to fit in there. I'm not going to bother putting the whole thing on the sticker paper. I'll wait till I add it all to the front of the album. So I pulled in some of the chipboard there. I love those chipboard pieces, so I couldn't resist the little butterfly, and that little orange pencil brings in another pop of orange. I'm also going to sprinkle around a few of the puffy hearts off the titles. I do end up bringing a couple more in off camera too onto the final album. And now I need to add some florals. I always have to add florals if I have them. So I found these really pretty little yellow and orange ones that are going to tuck in there. I wanted some kind of tab or something for the side of this tag, but I ended up finding that cute little blue paper clip, so that is just perfect. And now that I am mostly happy with how I am going, I'm going to start gluing things down. So what I'm doing now is just using some tacky glue to adhere the die cuts to each other. So I'm not sticking them to the sticker paper, I'm just sticking them to each other so that I can move the whole thing in one piece. So here, as I transfer it over, you can see the whole thing comes up and moves across as one. So nice and easy, and then I can just line up my title. And I've just got that album and tag cluster on a slight angle, so provides a little bit of interest. And I'm going to stick those to the album with some red tape. This is not red line tape, I think is what you get in the States. This is a different brand, but it's the same sort of thing, super sticky tape. And I'm just going to add that in strategic places around my little frame here. I haven't added it to the back of any of the puffy stickers. They seem to be sticking just fine. I have the album up on my shelf and they're adhering pretty well on their own. I believe I did add some to the back of the chipboard and the chipboard alphas. I'm not going to do that on camera though because it's very tedious. But yeah, just if you're worried about anything moving, just add a little bit of extra adhesive. Tuck in my little paper clip there. I love that, so cute. And now I'm going to spell out all the rest of my subtitle with those little alphas. These ones are not part of this collection. They I got them in a previous online order. I think it's just part of their like basic range because there's not a collection name on the top of the sheet. It just says Rosie Studio. So really good basic puffy alpha. So just spelled that out there, and then I'll add my little chipboard numbers back. My little chipboard pencil, super cute. It's gold foiling on that as well, it's really pretty. Same with my little butterfly and then my little puffy hearts. Another thing I did off camera was dot the I, so you will see that in the finished photos at the end. Just one more floral to the top of my frame here to balance out those two at the bottom. Another bit of super sticky tape to adhere that down. The final touch will be just to trim the ends of those twine to the length that I want. And that is going to be the album finished. So there is a close-up. There are also close-up photos coming at the end. If you would like to shop this collection, I have left a link to the website in the description box below. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not getting a kickback or anything. It's just for your information. And I really hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.